Bill,
hey, Sean.
what's the latest?
Yeah, good evening to you. Interrupt me anytime you want, okay? I got a lot to show you right now, show our viewers at home as to where we stand. New Hampshire's counting slow tonight. And I say that, Sean, because you've got about a third of the vote in. And I don't know if that has something to do, I'm guessing here now, with the Democratic write-in vote, because if I flip over the Democratic race, again, we declared Joe Biden to be the winner, but you're just about 40% right there. I don't know if that has something to do with the slowdown, but it could be. All right, you're 33% reporting it. I'm going to flip through a bunch of stuff here, Sean, and try to explain a little bit about maybe what's happening out there. And as I do that, just this estimated vote is in, just keep that number in mind, okay, to the folks at home. In New Hampshire, 70% of those who vote in the state live in 4 counties. And they're all in the southern part of the state, and we're going to go through those right now, okay? Right along the border here with Massachusetts. This is Hillsborough County, population 30% of all of New Hampshire. It ranks 1 out of 10, okay? Right, you see that? You're 32%. Donald Trump, percentage-wise, leads by 12 points in Hillsborough County. It seemed to be a good number for the Trump team. Conversely, over here in Rockingham County, so your population rank, you're 2 out of 10 now for the whole state. You got a lot of that vote out right now, Sean. You're at 16%. Trump holds on to a 6-point lead in Rockingham County. If I were to take you back 8 years ago, listen, the entire race was different then. I grant you that. You had 10 Republicans. But in Rockingham County, against 9 other Republicans, Trump fared pretty well, just shy of 39%. Let's come back to modern days right now. Let's go to Concord. This is Merrimack County. Again, here's the number, 40%. So still a lot of vote out there right now. Trump has a slight edge over Nikki Haley by 2 points. When I checked this about 10 minutes ago, Haley was leading in Merrimack, where you find the capital city of Concord. One other county for the 70% that I mentioned, this is Stratford County. Okay, so they're counting quicker, right? That's 67%. You're 2/3 in. Trump leads Nikki Haley in this county by 11 points at 55 to 45. So that's what's happening right now as I scan the state. Now, with regard to Democrats, I want to explain something right now and take you back in time. That's going to say a lot about right now, about maybe what the Democratic challenge is for Joe Biden. Okay, so we talked about this. Biden, the write-in candidate. Dean Phillips still hanging in there at 20%. Somewhat impressive, I would argue. If I were to come out of this, Sean, and take you, do a little history lesson, okay? So this is, got it, okay. This is the Democratic outcome for 2020. Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg. They ran all across the state, all right? Well, where was Joe Biden in that race? He was 5th at 8%. If I were to take you a week prior to that in the Iowa caucus back in 2020, it was Bernie Sanders and Pete Buttigieg, right? Joe Biden is not there in the gold, silver, or bronze. He was at 4th place, just shy of 14%. So then Biden made a calculation when he was here in New Hampshire. He left before the tally came out. He did not go to Nevada. He went to South Carolina. In about 17 days after New Hampshire results, this is what happened. On leap day of 2020, Joe Biden shy of 50%. That catapulted him past Bernie Sanders, led him on this tear across the country for the remaining states. He became the nominee and later became the president. So now then, we're going to head to South Carolina in about a month's time. And on the Republican side, that is when the race will be held if Nikki Haley continues with the current position that she announced here just a short time ago. On the calendar, here is how it shakes down, okay? You're in January. We had 2 big contests right now. New Hampshire's still playing out, as I showed you. And we're going to tick into February. This matters for Republicans, Nevada caucus, all right? Donald Trump's competing. He's probably going to take all the delegates from that caucus that night at 26. Nikki Haley elected for the primary. It's a confusing matter. They split it up. It is what it is, but the caucus will matter. Then you get to South Carolina, okay? And we're going to see the measure of strength right now in South Carolina, the 50 delegates out there. Because as we started the night here, hang with me 1 second here. I'll show you this. This is where we started the night. You need 1,215 delegates to get the nomination. Trump took 20 out of Iowa. DeSantis took 9. He dropped out, as you know, a couple days back. And Nikki Haley was at 8. She's going to get some delegates tonight. But this contest could go on some time if Nikki Haley, the former governor and ambassador who worked for Donald Trump during his term in the White House, chooses to stay in. And that's where we are. Sean?
All right, Bill Hemmer at the big board tonight. We'll be checking back in with you throughout the evening. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.